Hi, it's me, Katie. Welcome back to Steal the Spotlight, and of course, a happy belated new year. I hope everyone's off to a decent start, and if not, that's okay. Hopefully things pick up soon. For me on the channel, I wanted to kickstart things with just the simple 23 outfits for 2023. It's almost like a cute little diary entry that I can look back on and be like, oh yeah, that's what I was into that year. I actually really regret not filming one last year because the one before that, I still find myself coming back and referencing some of the outfits. So fingers crossed this one is also a success. I wanted to start with just a Steal the Spotlight classic. This sort of outfit formula is something that's always going to be in heavy rotation in my wardrobe. If I've got to go out somewhere and it's a casual setting, but I'm kind of anxious and I don't want to overthink the outfit, this is what I'm reaching for. A mini skirt and then some form of oversized top and of course a little bit of legwear accessory. Bonus points if the outerwear is a cozy knit. There's something about that just acts as like my comfort security blanket. This one was actually a recent pickup. I'm just obsessed with this color combination at the moment. Something about the blue and silver.
Scrundily yum yum a purr.
Okay, obviously super similar, but that is intentional. I really wanted to drive home the fact that this outfit formula truly does reign supreme in my closet. As a self-admitted tryhard, this is the closest I get to effortless, and I think it's just because I have styled this skirt so many times that it is second nature to me at this point. The grey just pairs so well with all of my pastel pieces, which I really try and make the most of while I still have this hair color. A good rule of thumb when choosing an outfit is to ask yourself, could I be dressed as an Aizawa character whilst wearing this? If the answer is yes, then chances are you're onto a winner. So for this look specifically, I started off with a staple plaid blazer and added other elements we frequently see in her work like berets, the Vivienne Westwood pin, and some stripes. But where you would typically see one of her characters style this with either a mini skirt or some skinny jeans, I decided to switch it up for this long flowy skirt and Mary Janes just to add a little bit of my own stamp on things. And personally, I think the contrast makes for an even more interesting outfit. Obviously, that was more inspired by the Nana series, and as much as I love it, I do think I prefer the outfits in Neighborhood Story, so I wanted to do a look that I think Mikako would wear today. So of course that meant introducing some brighter colors, as well as some more traditionally feminine details like the ruffles and the bows. And although it's not something we got to see her rock back in the 90s, I think she would absolutely slay the decorated headphone trend. I mean, come on, these winged heart accessories literally look like they came straight out of an anime. And although it seems like there's a lot going on, overall it still feels like a very casual outfit to me, but I do acknowledge that might just be my personal taste, so I wanted to do something that was definitely more in the safe ground of casual. I mean, come on, at the end of the day it's jeans and a hoodie, but honestly I think it's still a slay. I went for a baggier fit on the bottoms. Obviously that is the jean style that is more in trend these days, but stick to whatever you love. Personally, I just really like how they team with a chunkier shoe. Switching out to a colored hoodie rather than a neutral also adds a little bit of spice. I didn't go for anything too crazy though, that way this muted purple is actually still very wearable and interchangeable with a bunch of outfits. Okay, let's style just another basic piece. This time it is this simple black summer dress, but I want to show you how I layer it piece by piece, obviously making it warmer, but also just to completely change the overall vibe of the outfit. I'm sorry, but I'm so stoked with how this one turned out. It's the sort of thing that I would have seen on my Pinterest a couple of years ago and would have loved, but been too intimidated to even try to recreate. But a lot of the time when you break it down like this, it's just a bunch of simple pieces layered together, and sometimes there's like a quirky accessory to kind of distract you from that fact. For me, when it came to learning how to layer, it really just came down to practice and trial and error until you find things that don't make you feel like you're just doing a 1,000 clothes challenge. Look number 7, and I'm not gonna lie, it's another banger. A little bit outside my comfort zone just because this style of top isn't something I would typically style, but for some reason I was really drawn to it at the op shop recently and just couldn't leave it behind. I feel like a cute little New York Sandy Liang girly, although the outfit isn't very reminiscent of the brand other than of course the oversized flower scrunchie, which my mum actually kindly made for me for Christmas because I was so obsessed with the original, but oh my goodness, it cost a small fortune considering it's literally just a hair tie. I would consider this another wild card option. You guys know I've always had a soft spot for vintage nightgowns, but I find myself always styling them in the same couple of ways, so I really wanted to challenge myself to come up with something new, and this was the result of that. I love the combination of the purple tones, and for some reason it makes me feel like this is what I would wear if I was someone's fairy godmother. I don't know why. It's like fairy godmother meets Jackie Burkhart from That 70s Show. Short overalls, I think, are an underappreciated clothing item, and I think it's about time we gave them their kudos. I understand that some people might feel like they're too childish, and yeah, this is quite a youthful look, but the reason I originally bought them was because of the iconic Rachel Green outfit, so these can be dressed up to a certain extent. I think the key is just finding the right fit for you. I got really lucky and thrifted this Gap pair and have never looked back. Speaking of great thrift finds, can we take a moment for this skirt? I thrifted it for $2 as part of a set last week, and oh my goodness, am I obsessed. Instantly, it reminded me of something that I could see in Suddenly 30/13 going on 30, depending on where you live. Jenna Rink is just an absolute style icon in general for me. I love that she stays true to her quirky, girly aura, but as the film progresses and she needs to sprinkle in a little bit of sophistication, she still finds the right balance. And I thought this would be a timely inclusion because one of Pinterest's trend predictions for 2023 was actually rom-com core, so I thought I would throw in another one, but this time on the flip side of things for the more cool and casual main character. Think like Andy from How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. We have the simple white tank teamed with the low-rise belted pants. I really like the addition of the pinstripe and also the jacket choice. We've been seeing a lot of these fitted biker jackets in leather, but I think the denim is a really nice alternative. Another theme I can't seem to escape on my Pinterest board these days is jerseys. I actually picked this one up back in early 2020, and although you don't see it a ton on my channel, trust and believe it is in heavy rotation in my day-to-day life. Typically, I will just throw it on with like black bike shorts for something really casual, but if I want to make it cute while still being relatively low effort, this is my go-to. I don't know, there's just something about getting only a peek of the skirt and also having those clashing black and white patterns that somehow are complementary to the yellow jersey that is just so satisfying in my brain. We're back with more black and yellow, but it is giving absolutely nothing. So yes, it is another layering process. I feel like the K-pop stand really jumped out with this one. It seems like the sort of thing that new jeans would be styled in. And also, of course, peep the Taeyong PC to hype me up. And not gonna lie, I did kind of just want another excuse to style these headphones, which I think was a success in the end. My only issue with it is it's reminding me that it's been like 6 months since I promised a Fruits magazine video and I still haven't filmed it. So I can't apologize enough for that, really. 23 outfits is a lot, so not everything is going to be groundbreaking, and I did want it to be a well-rounded, accurate representation of the sort of stuff I wear, and although some people might call this basic, I would call it a staple in my wardrobe. It's the sort of thing you could see me wearing at any point over the last 5 or 6 years. And it's not that it would be these particular pieces per se, but just the concept of a cardigan, mini dress, and boots. Although I do really like this current combination, something about green and pink I will just always be a fan of. There's no doubt that I've gotten my money's worth out of this $2 denim skirt over the last 6 months. However, I'm not sure if people are going to think this particular look is a hit or a miss. Typically, I would just keep it simple and style it with a shirt that's underneath, but a lot of the styles that I'm drawn to have this more effortless, undone feel, which is something that I have always struggled with. You guys know I love a matchy-matchy moment, so I tried to challenge myself by layering with a shirt where the colors don't go and the patterns kind of clash, but somehow it's still kind of working. I don't know, maybe it's just because this shirt is one of my all-time favorite pieces in my wardrobe, so I can forgive anything. I'm sorry, but I'm still not over the styling for Red Velvet Birthday. I feel like we have moved on from it far too soon. It single-handedly brought back my love for camo, which honestly I thought was never gonna happen. And it's also the reason that I've styled 50% of today's outfits with a damn bunny keychain. Why is it so cute, and why didn't I figure that out sooner? But yes, overall, 2 thumbs up, have been and will continue to outfit repeat this one like crazy. Again, I'm not sure if this is just K-pop's influence, but I will never get sick of just a classic preppy outfit. Like, it's been years and I'm still here eating it up. And depending on your choice of accessories, you could take this in a more girly direction or go for a more classic acubi style. Today, I feel like it's kind of neutral, but it was mostly just because I really wanted to style these boots that I recently thrifted. I think they are so cute and kind of a good alternative for the popularity of the platform Uggs at the moment. Since I'm standing here looking like a cute waitress, you guessed it, it is time for another layering 101 featuring my all-time favorite skirt. I got this one years ago from Nanda, but honestly, I cannot recommend enough a skirt that is just like one long piece of fabric because it is so much more versatile than a regular zip-up skirt. And also another recommendation if you're into leg warmers, I know they can be really difficult to thrift, but this was actually just a sweater from the op shop, which I cut into leg warmers and a vest, and I love it. To me, this outfit kind of just feels like the perfect manifestation of all the anime and K-pop references that have just rotted my brain. Originally, I was just filming the layering process of this outfit for a TikTok, but I liked the final result so much I wanted to include it here as well. We also have just another half skirt situation happening. This one was a quick DIY. It's actually a skirt that was way too small for me. I couldn't get it up. So I decided just to seam rip along the zip and then threaded through this ribbon through the buttonholes, and ta-da, this was the finished product. It's not perfect, but I feel like it matches this kind of style of layering, and because I stuck to an all beige color palette, it is kind of forgiving as well. I don't know if the cat skirts would actually be considered a micro trend from like a year or two ago, but I still really like mine, and I think part of the reason is because it's not the exact one that most people were posting. These aren't even pieces that I have ever thought to seam together before, but I'm so glad I did. The color palette is just so up my alley. I love anytime I find a new way to style this sweater, and let's face it, this oversized collar and cowboy boots are an absolute staple in my closet, so it's no wonder I love this look so much. Now, this might not be for everyone, but it is very much for those of us who wish we were cast as like a supporting character, maybe the tech-savvy friend, a hacker even, in a film circa 1999, 2000. Please tell me you see the vision. I know I've kind of been hyping up all the outfits, but I really, really love this one. There's something about the addition of the pants underneath that just really does it for me, but also I could see that not being for everyone. So here's also the option without, which I'm also just including because it is summer for me at the moment, so this is kind of more realistic for right now. I did an unboxing with this shirt on TikTok a few months ago and I have not been able to stop wearing it since. It is just perfection, especially for us Nana fans. Something about the cake with the strawberries. Ugh. I'm sorry, my vocabulary is bad at the best of times, but when we're coming to the end of 23 outfits, like, what more can I say about clothes at this point? We made it, lucky last, number 23, and one of my missions for this year is to style things that are in the back of my wardrobe that I haven't reached for quite some time, and this set is one of them. The color is just so beautiful. I don't know why I haven't reached for it more. I think previously maybe I didn't have the right pair of shoes, but that's definitely not the case anymore. And once I teamed it with the teddy bear backpack, I was just feeling straight out of a shoujo manga. I can't remember the last time I was this happy with a video. Genuinely love every single outfit. I don't think I can pick a favorite, but I'd love to hear from you guys which ones you liked the best. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I see you really, really soon. Bye!